everything is politics nowadays. You notice that? Everything is political. This is not political. Donald Trump, his administration, his CDC, Centers for Disease Control, says celebrate only with your household, only with the people you've been with, only your pod. We talk about a pod now. Only your family. That's Donald Trump. President-elect Biden's advisors say the same thing. When is the last time you heard Donald Trump's advisors and Joe Biden's advisors saying the same thing? Right? Never. This is the only thing that I have heard them agree on. So this is not about politics. This is about just health experts looking at those facts that you just saw. It's going up anyway. It goes up a little bit. We're going to have a problem. This is not a normal Thanksgiving. It was not a normal summer. It was not a normal Labor Day. It was not a normal Memorial Day. It was not a normal school year. Nothing is normal because it's not normal. You want me to act different than I act normally? Yes, because it's not normal. Well, that's hard. I know it's hard. It's all been hard. Every day of COVID has been hard. And Thanksgiving is especially hard. I feel it. For me, Thanksgiving was the goal that I was looking forward to. When we were going through all those COVID cases, I would say, well, when we get to Thanksgiving, that's when we can be together, and that's when things are going to be normal again, by Thanksgiving. And now we're Thanksgiving, and things are not normal. They're not normal. And it's sad. And Thanksgiving is the one time. It's family. It's about family. I have one daughter. I have three daughters. One daughter, twins, and Michaela. One daughter's in Chicago. I had her on the phone. She was going to come home. She's crying on the phone. The doctor said it's not safe for her to come from Chicago. Because even if you get a test, then you have to get on an airplane, then you go through the airport, who knows what's going to happen. So she's crying on the phone. And you know, as a parent, when your child cries, it just goes right through you, right? You melt, just melts. I have my mother, who is a senior citizen. She does not admit that she is a senior citizen. My mother somehow became younger than me in age. I don't know how she did that mathematical equation in her head, but you talk to her. She's younger than I am. But she just doesn't understand it. She just does not understand it. I had to talk to her last night. She called me back this morning to go back to the same thing. I don't understand. You haven't seen your sisters in a long time. You haven't seen your nieces. You haven't seen your nephews in a long time. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. And she doesn't understand it. This is a Thanksgiving, 89 years old. It's never been a Thanksgiving like this in her life. But that's the fact. And it is hard. And it's hard to do. And it's so much easier just to say, we'll do it the way we normally do it. That's the easy way. Well, come over. We'll be careful. It's a mistake. It's a mistake. I wanted to say to Mariah, come home. I said to Mariah, I'll come pick you up. That's a long ride, Chicago. That's how bad I felt. I said, I'll come pick you up. But she said, even if I don't take the plane, then she's in a car with me for a number of hours, and then she still winds up home in front of people who she can infect. I didn't want to disappoint my mother. You know, 89 years old, she's thinking, how many Thanksgivings do I get, right? You start to think that way. But it's hard, but sometimes Hard is smart. The way I try to do it in my mind to help me sleep is not a normal Thanksgiving. This is a special Thanksgiving. This is more special than the other Thanksgiving, because this is truly about giving thanks and honoring people who sacrificed for us this past year. And there are a lot of people who sacrificed to get us through COVID. There are people who gave their lives to get us through COVID. There are nurses who died to get us through COVID. There are doctors who died to get us through COVID. There are police officers who died to get us through COVID. There are National Guards people who died to get us through COVID. That's why this is a special Thanksgiving. And for that special Thanksgiving, yes, the celebration is different, but it is special. And it is in many ways more profound and more meaningful than the past Thanksgiving. So yes, it's going to look different. It's going to feel different. But in here, it's more special. It's more powerful than past Thanksgiving. I give thanks to all those essential workers who showed up for work every day so we could stay home safely. Think about that. Every day I'm standing at a briefing, sitting at a briefing, doing what I'm doing today, saying, stay home, it's dangerous, don't send the kids to school, stay home, stay home, stay home. Except you, essential worker, you have to wake up and you have to go to work. Why? So we can stay home. You have to drive the bus and have hundreds of people walking past you and put your life in danger. You have to drive the train. You have to be at the food store to keep food on the shelves, because if we don't have food on the shelves, you're going to see panic. You have to show up at the utility company, because if people flick that light switch and there are no lights in their home and